Hello, Atkinson.
President Barack Obama today met a very friendly and respectful crowd. While the crowd was friendly and largely partisan towards Obama, in a town hall setting like this, the questions were often challenging and directed at the president.
We would prefer to start our day in a tractor cab or combine cab rather than filling out forms and permits to do what we like to do. We hear what's coming down about noise pollution, dust pollution, water runoff. Sometimes the best approach is just common sense, and we are already using that.
Yeah, here's what I'd suggest is if you hear something's happening, but it hasn't happened, don't always believe what you hear. If you ever have a question as to whether we're putting something in place that's going to make it harder for you to farm, contact USDA. Talk to them directly. Find out what it is that you're concerned about. My suspicion is a lot of times they're going to be able to answer your questions, and it'll turn out that some of your fears are unfounded.
Are you satisfied with that response? And he referenced lobbyists and that, and people taking things maybe a little too far in their definition of what is happening.
Well, he mentioned that, don't believe everything you hear. And after the meeting, a young lady with the United States Department of Agriculture come up to me, give me her card, and said, if you have any questions or concerns, I can help you with that.
So what were your thoughts on the discussion today with the president?
Well, I think he's a really good speaker, and I think he believes that he's going to change the rules and regulations, probably try to help us out, but I don't think he really has any control over the bureaucracy, and as long as they're funded, they're going to keep trying to procreate themselves by going out and enforcing every rule they can find and add as many as they can. They all sound legitimate, and I don't think half of them are. The emission controls on the tractors, I mean, that's $20,000 per tractor, and I didn't think they smoked that much before. I mean, the ones we used 10 years ago seemed plenty good to me, and I don't know why waste the money.
And then a very young 11-year-old boy asked the president what he thought the future for corn ethanol was and what that meant to Western Illinois farmers here in attendance.
My grandpa is a farmer, and he owns part of the local ethanol plant. I was wondering, what are you going to do to keep the ethanol plant running? Hopefully,
Your grandfather, with his ethanol plant, is starting to work with our Department of Agriculture to find new approaches to the biofuel industry. But this is a huge area of support. This is another example of where we've got to make sure that our budget continues to invest in basic research, and that costs money.
It appears the president is supportive of ethanol, even though he may think that at some point in time there needs to be another energy source other than corn.
On the ethanol subject and the ethanol question, it was a little disappointing. I think we've got some food, fiber, and fuel issues to deal with there, and education is an upswing. So
overall impression is you were not encouraged?
I like to hear the fact that they need to get back and work, and I hope that they keep that in mind, I mean, that's the goal. We don't have time to sit around and wait for the next election to come.